Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to day 1780 of the Daily Antidote of Song. Let's just give each other a little wave and a little remote greeting, however you want that to be today. This is my second day in a row being in the space with you today. Hopefully you're not too sick of me yet. But I'm hosting today, and I'm hosting the wonderful Sistah LaLa, which I'm really excited about. I've been looking you up on your website and just looking at your amazing stream of skills, talents, and achievements. And yeah, can't wait to have a chat with you in just a minute. First of all, we are going to say hello to our live stream people. Let's wave to the live stream. And I'm going to go around and just say hello to everybody that's in the room. Harriet, Chicago, hello. Sarah in California. Marion in Brighton, my hometown brethren. Hoda in British Columbia, hello. Bob, Mabel and Bears in Massachusetts. Susan in Cincinnati, hello. Aloysius, Massachusetts. Nan in Michigan. Jamie in British Columbia, hello. Deli in Maryland, hello there. Jenny in Suffolk, UK, another UK body. Athena in Brooklyn, hello. You've got the day number there as well. Anne Morse, wherever you are, welcome. There's everything is switching around on my screen. Nancy in Washington State, hello. Julie Alexander, sorry, wherever you are, welcome. Anna in Boston. Massachusetts, Maggie in California, Kathy in Colorado, Kathy in California, Lindsay in Washington, D.C., Sue in Seattle, hello Sue, Kathleen in Albuquerque, good to see you. We're back to, where did I get to? Anne, wherever you are, welcome. Laris in the UK, hiya. Storm, Massachusetts / the universe. Lynn in Vermont. Gary, Massachusetts, hi. Jane in Texas, hello. Anne in Maryland. Elizabeth, California. We've got a few with their videos off, but welcome wherever you are and however you look. Carol in Connecticut, I believe, is CT. Welcome. LMG, also Connecticut. Bronwyn, welcome, wherever you're tuning in from. And then there's a connecting to audio. Let's find out who that is in a minute. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, massive. Hello. Katie, Maryland. Hiya, Katie. Louise, Devon. Love a bit of Devon. Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland. And we've got Luda in British Columbia. Oh, and we've got Curly Tops, Vermont. Almost missed you because you were connecting to audio. So I hope that I've remembered everybody there. Let's take a deep breath together. I feel like I probably need it most because just talking too much sometimes, isn't it? Oh, should we have a stretch? I just saw Sue just did a lovely big stretch in Seattle. Oh, let's send a stretch to Seattle. Let's send one to wherever it's needed. Here we are. I'm really looking forward to speaking to Sistah LaLa. So, yeah. Hi, Sister. How are you today?
Sister, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear more about your work. From what I can tell from your website, which is obviously always a little snapshot of a person, but there's already so much on there. New solo album, or recently released solo album, Journey to Freedom. I love the sound of your Spirituals in Motion outreach program that you do, which is promoting conversations around diversity in music and the contribution of underrepresented voices. Super intrigued about that, but we will talk more about that later. I think to start with, shall we have a song with
Yep,
you?
is the title track for my project, Journey to Freedom. I learned about the quest for freedom sitting at my grandmama's knee. In her voice I heard the rise and fall of life. In her eyes I seen her dream for me. Mm-hmm. 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 Life was hard in the South under Jim Crow. Migrated north, some of the problems were the same. One day a seat on the bus stirred up a national fuss. Things would never be the same again. Mm-hmm. 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 Found myself back down to the place of my birth. It was hotter than the center of earth. Boycotts, rallies, and sit-ins, organizing the people marching. People looking for an equal footing. Tell me why I gotta fight to fit in. Why I gotta fight for freedom in a country that cries liberty, where my fathers have died paying in blood, sweat, and tears. Why I gotta fight to be free. And why I gotta fight for freedom in a land that took so much from me. Generations have died, paying in blood, sweat, and tears. Why I gotta fight to be free. Mm-hmm. Just like the exodus of Egypt, Selma to Montgomery cried out, even more than the march on Washington. Bloody Sunday would scream and shout. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, oh. And just like the Hebrew children, they came to a great impasse. The sea did split so the whole world could see. Violence acted out on people marching peacefully. Mm-hmm. Oh, I said the sea did split so the whole world could see. Violence acted out on people marching peacefully. Mm-hmm. Oh, why I gotta fight for freedom in a country that cries liberty, where my fathers have died paying in blood, sweat, and tears. Why I gotta fight to be free. And why I gotta fight for freedom in a land that took so much from me. Generations have died, paying in blood, sweat, and tears. Tell me why I gotta fight to be free. Ah, oh.
Wow. Just want to let that sink in for a minute on so many levels, on so many levels. Thank you, Sister LaLa. Aside from having one of those sumptuous voices that just is making my whole body tingle, like including the kind of weight and power of the subject matter within the song, is just so many ways that is landing right now, and I'm sure we're feeling it across the Zoom room today. Thank you so much. So I'd love to have a bit of time to chat with you about you, about what you've got coming up. I understand that you work in all kind of sorts of styles of music, from opera to jazz to soul to spoken word, such a plethora, but you're also a top class performer as well as do a lot of community music as well. And I understand you've got some exciting things coming up in New Orleans. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, actually, I will be joining Dr. Kathy Bullock, who is an esteemed member of this ministry and who introduced me to this ministry. I will be performing with Dr. Bullock and members of an ensemble that are presenting songs of slavery and emancipation. And it's a wonderful work that is being featured in New Orleans this weekend, so we actually have a performance on Saturday. And I can put up the information in case you have any friends or family that are in the area that you think would be interested in attending this special performance. And so that's one of the things that I do have coming up. And shortly, actually, immediately after that, I'll be going to Colorado to work with young people, actually doing the outreach where we talk about the American Negro spiritual and we create original content to pair with the spiritual in hopes to continue the conversation about the legacy of music that we have here in America, and especially as it pertains to the people that were enslaved and this rich body of music that has come out and is responsible for so many other genres of music that we celebrate. And so it's definitely my honor and pleasure to be a part of the continuance of this musical conversation. And any way that I can add young people into the fold, I'm all about that. So we do spoken word, sometimes we do rap, but whatever it is that tickles their fancy, because it's about awakening a light inside of them, carry it forward um, future. So I'm very
Mm.
a part of this work.
Wow, 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 wow. I wish I was in New Orleans. I wish I was in Colorado. I wish I was a teenager and I could join all of these things, because I just feel like it's enriching for all of us to have more of these conversations, to be in a creative practice together as well, to process some of this stuff as well, because there are so many stories. There's also so much to celebrate, like you say, in terms of the plethora of musical styles and influences that have come as a result of people being forcefully migrated to the US and enslaved, and you know, we have a rich legacy there that the world gets to experience and benefit from as a result. So thank you so much. And
Oh,
Kathy Bullock is one of my favorite people in the world.
my God, the walking angel. I mean, listen, the way that I always smile in my soul when I think about her, when her name is brought up, because she just deposits such amazing energy everywhere that she goes. And that I aspire to carry, and as far as like being a teenager, we can definitely work together. I love collaborating, and it would be great to have my music. Would you share it with your friends, and how about we do something and I can share it with my friends, and maybe you and I could be on stage together somewhere, because that's bringing our flame together to make a big fire. That's really, really what that's where the blessing lies. And so I'm open.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Oh, I love that. And I'm so up for all and any of that. I mean, yeah, it would be such a blessing to have contact and connect with you again, and creatively as well. I just feel like I feel a good vibe. Yeah, and I think it's interesting because my I'm half Congolese from DRC, half British, and I kind of use my heritage and experience a lot in my music as well. I think there's a really interesting crossover working with other artists who are in some way influenced or have heritage from the African diaspora and the way that that has spread across the world. You know, there's a lot of music that has essentially kind of come from that thread. So yeah, let's definitely stay in connection. So I think it's time for another song. I don't know whether, did I hear rightly that you're going to do a different song, or are we going to do the same one again?
No, that I'm gonna do a different song, and I'm just gonna take a sip of water and excuse me, and just talk a little bit about this song, if I may. Um, and actually, if you don't mind, I'd actually like to tell you something about the first song, because the first song was actually inspired by Dr. Kathy Bullock, who was teaching a class about music during the civil rights movement. And I was doing some research and came across some amazing material and just wanted to kind of fold that in to a song because I feel like that I learned so much through music. And so, using music as a tool to help others with stories, I've always been attracted to that and people who fold that into their artistry. So, Journey to Freedom was definitely a research baby, and that became a song. And now I'm so proud of the fact that it's not something that just sat in my book, you know, that it has legs and it's moving about the world and growing into its own entity, you know. So I can't wait to be able to share it with other people, like on stage and stuff like that, because I feel like that is the natural progression, and then to let that go and grow into the world. But I just always want to thank Kathy Bullock for the inspiration to even be in a place where I could find something like that. And so, shout out to Kathy. But also, this next song, the Baba song, is another piece of this work of paying homage to our elders, um, who are in a place where they can teach us so much if we just sit down and listen. There's so much to learn and about things from the past and how we can move into the future with wisdom. And so I had a conversation with my godfather some years ago, and he was imparting this amazing wisdom onto me. And I just felt like a way to preserve this conversation would be to put it into a song. And so I created the song, the Baba song, and so yeah, so that's what it is. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that process, how it came to be, and yeah. Anyway, excuse me. Early in the morning, at the break of day, I'm sitting with my Baba. Now listen what he say. Rise up in your blessing, do not hesitate. Walk tall in your power, there's no time to waste. He say, go child, go out into the world. Spread the message of peace and love all across the world. He's saying, go child, there's so much work to do. If you do not walk your path, tell me who, child, who? Listen what I tell you, listen 'cause I know. Life is short and precious, prepare before you go. Listen to your elders, let God use your voice. Go into the darkest places, silence all the noise. He say, go child, go out into the world. Spread the message of peace and love all across the world. He said, go child, there's so much work to do. If you do not walk your path, tell me who, child, who. Go, child. Go, child. Spread the message of love all around the world. Early in the morning, at the break of day, sitting with my papa, now listen what he say. There might be some haters all along the way, but speak your peace and sing your love. Ashe, 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 oh. Go out into the world. Spread the message of peace and love all across the world. He said, go child, there's so much work to do. If you do not walk your path, tell me who, child, who. He say, go child, go child, go child, go. He say, go child, go. He say, go child, go child, go child, go. He say, go child, go. He say, go child, go child, go child, go. Go child. And he say, go child, go. Go child, go. Go child, go.
Woo! Whew. I feel like I need to make some noise after that. That's so amazing. Wow. Wow, Sister Lala, what an absolute treat and pleasure. Just want to send you some energy back for what you're giving out there. So good. Just brings me right back into my body. I'm like, yes, I'm here.
Here and every day that we are here, there is something small that we can do to pour into the good. Um, uh, Listen, we need each other so much more than we ever did before. I mean, every generation there is a challenge, but this is the time that we're supposed to step up and uh, and speak out, live, live for the good of everyone. Um, yeah, yes.
I love that sentiment. Live for the good of everybody. If we could all walk with that as a kind of mantra, just imagine the world that we could be creating right now. Yes, let's just sow that seed. And if you ever, have you ever made it over to London?
No, I've been to many countries, but London, I am waiting for that moment. I had the beautiful honor of working with several people that are from England, and I was doing a production of Porgy and Bess in Denmark, and we had about six, maybe eight colleagues that were from places around England, and so I was able to just brush up next to that blessing. So I'm waiting for the time that I can come and share. I think there's a jazz shop over there called, I think the Pizza Express or something like that, something weird like that. There's a jazz
Yeah,
called the Pizza Express. And
Yeah, yeah.
I hear it on DJ Sapphire's look afternoon, and I'm like, oh, I want to sing there one day. So we'll see. But I,
Well, keep in touch. I think we got to make that happen. We'd love to have you over here.
yes, I'd love to come and work with you. We
Yeah.
definitely have to do something.
Yeah, I'm feeling that as well. There's a reason why we both ended up here today. So, yeah, look out. We might be back on Daily Antidote one day with a collaboration. Um,
Oh
so
my,
thank you all so much for being with us, and thank you, a special thank you to Sistah LaLa. Is there anything else that you want to kind of share before we sign off for the day? You've got New Orleans coming up, Colorado coming up. There will be links shared with the community as well, so that you can all keep an eye on where those things are going to be. Anything, any last words from you, Sistah LaLa?
I'm just hoping that if you have not visited the album project, it can be found at Bandcamp, sistahllala.bandcamp.com. The link should be available. Please support the project. Share it with people that you feel that would be inspired by the music. It's all about just good vibrations, and I look forward to joining the community again soon.
Beautiful. So, so beautiful and joyous to have you with us today. And do send my love to Dr. Kathy Bullock when you next see her. The way that I met Kathy was actually through Daily Antidote. And then she was just so amazing. I was like, will you come and do this project? This was during lockdown. COVID times where we had a group of teens with learning difficulties here in the UK. And she basically came and did like a gospel civil rights music module with us on Zoom. And literally, they were like starstruck. They loved her. And yeah, it was just such a joy. It honestly kept me going through that time to do that project with her. It was all around music of Black origin. So we were like, yeah, we want to do a module on the American Negro spirituals, the civil rights music. Yeah. So anyway, I'm waffling now because it's so nice to chat to you. So before, yeah, it sounds like there's lots of love in the room for Kathy. Hey. So before we go, I would love to let you know what's coming up for the rest of this week. So yesterday we had Emma's Revolution, and funny actually, in your song, your first song, Sistah LaLa, it was talking about marching in Washington. And yesterday with Emma's Revolution, we actually got an insight to the protest that was going on there. Emma's Revolution was there and sang for us in amongst hundreds, thousands probably of people there. So today, of course, was yourself. Tomorrow we've got Chinobe. That is Wednesday 19th, should I say. 20th, we've got Yasmin Williams, who I believe is Sweet Honey and the Rock. Yes. We've got Alicia Waller on Friday, who is new to Daily Antidote, I believe. Saturday is Magpie. And finishing off the week on the 23rd is Jubilee Voices. So that's the week for Daily Antidote. Let's just take a final breath together and just send out those good vibrations. And we shall see you back here, hopefully, very soon. Tomorrow, possibly. I'm just going to say bye to the live stream. And I'm going to say bye to each of us that are in the room. Thank you, Sistah LaLa, for being with us, and see you very soon. Look forward to our next meeting. Marion in Brighton, bye for today. Hoda, British Columbia. Bob, Mabel, and Bears, Massachusetts. Susan in Cincinnati. Athena in Brooklyn. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Kathy in Colorado. Katie in Maryland. Luda in British Columbia, Laris in the UK, Cliff and Lynn in Vermont, Gary in Massachusetts, Caroline in DC, Sue in Seattle, Sarah in California, Julie in Ontario, Fred in Maryland, Delhi in Maryland, Storm, Massachusetts / Zoomiverse, Annette in California, Jamie in British Columbia, iPhone, see you soon, Anne in Maryland. Oh, Okay, now I'm switching to a different screen. Here we are. Nancy in Washington State, Aloysius in Massachusetts, Ariana in Los Angeles, Louise in Devon, Harriet in Chicago, Anna in Massachusetts, Lindsay in Washington, D.C., Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Jane in Texas, Carol in Connecticut, Curly Tops in Vermont, Ray, Joe's mum, in NJ. Oh, NJ, that's a new one for me.
New Jersey.
New Jersey! I would have got there in the end, but yeah, we don't want to hang around too long whilst my brain catches up with that. Elizabeth in California, great name. Tora in Massachusetts, and LMG in Connecticut. I think that's everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today. Yay!
Thank you so much, Sister Lala and Liz Ikamba. That was so beautiful. Everybody else, will see you here tomorrow on the Daily